Let's be honest, sometimes you want a quick win in the garden. I love a juicy tomato, but they take a while to grow. So in this video, I'm gonna go through 7 different crops that you can get a harvest from in under a month. But to do that, I need our resident garden hermit.
Well, you know me, I'm always ready for a quick and easy result, at least sometimes. So let's kick it off with my first pick, which is a little bit basic, but still has its place in the garden. Both Kevin and myself have tried really hard to love this pick, and I have to admit that I have softened, and every once in a while I will grow it in my garden. We tried so hard that we turned it into a pepperoni substitute, and let's just say that radishes, they cannot be pepperoni, but they can be a crispy, delicious treat from your garden. Now I have 3 different picks here. All of these are grown to maturity in under 30 days. And one of the most classic is the French breakfast. This is one that people literally snack on for breakfast with a little bit of salt and butter on toast. The Crimson Giant and then the Crimson Belle. These are more of like your classic standard radishes. Again, all these under 30 days. But the thing that I really appreciate about radishes is that they don't take up a lot of space. Not only do they grow very quickly, but something like this bed here where I have some melons, some marigolds, and a pepper in the middle, any blank spot I see here is a perfect spot to go ahead and just throw a couple radish seeds. In under 30 days, they will be ready to harvest, and it's not going to compete with anything else or take up too much space, leading to a very fast, satisfying harvest. And if you like radishes, there's no reason not to grow it year-round. In under 30 days, you won't really have as many issues with heat or cold, and you could pretty much push it to the end of your seasons.
My first pick is one that didn't show up on the dinner plate all that often as a kid, but it shows up a lot more now. I'm talking about bok choy. Bok choy is super delicious. There's a lot of different ways you can use it. Baby bok choy is what I'm talking about for a quick grower. It's 30 to 35 days, and specifically choy is the one I would recommend if you want to grow it really quick. This is a beautiful variety. In fact, this packet is the first one that I have ever illustrated myself for Botanical Interest. As you know, our seed company, every single piece of art is original, not AI, and hand-drawn by a botanical illustrator. I did my first one this year, had a lot of fun with it as I've gotten a little bit more into art. That being said, it's a great variety. Much like Jacques mentioned for radish, space them really tightly. You could actually put some in this under canopy of the tomatoes here and have a ton of them, and you could also sow them once every week and have a nice little mini crop coming up on a weekly basis.
With summer on the horizon, my mind is going to the delicious pizzas that I'm going to be making with all the tomatoes and bounty from my garden. And one of my favorite toppings to throw on a freshly baked pizza is a nice little bed of arugula. Now, arugula is an interesting one because while it does grow very quickly, it tends to really prefer the cooler months. Think spring, late fall into winter. But one of the beautiful things about arugula is they could also be grown as a baby green that's harvested in under 30 days. Now, I have 2 different varieties here that are chosen for the specific reason that they could handle a wide range of climates. The first is going to be Astro. It has wider leaves, it's more bolt tolerant, so even in the hotter months of summer, it can still withstand some of that heat. But regardless, you want to plant it somewhere that gets some afternoon shade to stop it from getting that most intense heat at the end of the afternoon. So something like this with a tall chard or maybe a summer squash or tomato to provide a little bit of shade will help ensure that your arugula doesn't get too bitter or bolt before harvest. Then there's the baby green specific packet. This is one which you could harvest in as little as 20 days. You could grow this indoors year-round in little flats by the window or even using a grow light, and you could get reliable greens year-round, no matter what time of year it is, indoors, outdoors, however you want to do it. And it's going to be nutty, sweet, and delicious, and not as bitter as some of the outdoor stuff. For a plant to be grown from seed to harvest in just under 30 days, a lot of things have to go right. And one of the main ones is soil health and nutrition, which is why I'm happy that the official soil partner of Epic Gardening is Fox Farm Soil and Fertilizer Company. All the containers you see around me have been planted with Fox Farm soil, either the Happy Frog potting mix or the Ocean Forest. Both of them are honestly my favorite. It's hard to choose which one I like more. But the thing I really appreciate is that all of their soil is alive, it's not sterile, it's full of all sorts of beneficial life to help your plants thrive from the get-go. But not only that, they include enough nutrition at the start for the first 3 to 6 weeks or so, which means that for most of these plants, you don't even have to add any fertility at all. And you can see what I mean because this Sun Gold tomato is just in a 5-gallon pot and it is setting wonderful tomatoes while looking healthy. And this quick growing salad green was sown just over 21 days ago, and look how lush and dark green it is. It has everything it needs for that first harvest. But if you are growing something in the long haul, including these tomatoes, over time you will want to add fertilizer, and they have a wonderful complete line of organic granular fertilizers. These are easy to add to your soil, containers, in-ground, raised beds, whatever it is you have, they've got you covered. They don't just make great potting mix and fertilizers, they also make a new raised bed mix, which both Kevin and I have filled our raised beds with, and these little pepper seedlings have never looked better. So in the end, it doesn't matter if you're growing in-ground containers or in raised beds, Fox Farm has you covered from start to finish. Now, if you want to find their products, head over to foxfarm.com and use their store locator to find a product near you, or if you want to ship directly to your door, they are available on Amazon. Now, let's get back to some fast-growing crops.
If I gave you a wild guess as to what plant I'm gonna say next, I'm pretty sure you'd get it right because it's filling this bed up. These are a little bit more mature than the 30-day variety I'm gonna recommend, but of course I'm talking about the OG leafy green, lettuce, Lactuca sativa. Now, the way that you wanna grow this, if you're growing it as a 30-day crop, some of them actually will get pretty sizable in 30 days. In fact, the 3 varieties I've picked out for you, gourmet baby greens, maybe the most perfect one for a baby or quick crop growing scenario. Then there's farmer's market blend. I think when you're growing quicker turn baby greens, it's actually nice to not think too much about the variety. Get a blend mix like this one and sprinkle that in. Or you can go with another blend, salad bowl blend. Now, if you look at days to maturity on all of these, you've got 21 to about 50 days, which means it is up to you. You'll get a crop in 3 weeks, you'll get a crop in 4 weeks, and if you do want to push it, you of course can grow it as a normal lettuce. I think it's really nice to have a bed of leaf lettuce that you can kind of quick cut and harvest. And the beauty is if you're growing it as a less than 30-day harvest crop, you can be pretty liberal about sprinkling, not worrying too much about thinning, all that kind of stuff, because they're not going to be competing that much for nutrients. You'll be harvesting them before those roots really start struggling for water and nutrition. So I recommend these 3, and if it really was up to me, I'd go with the farmer's market blend to make your life simple and have a beautiful bed just like this.
Over my years of gardening, there are some things that I just haven't tried growing, but recently I went ahead and grew my very own sprouts for the first time. I have to say, I'm not only amazed by how easy it was, but also by how fast it was. Some of these are ready in literally 4 days. That means that you could grow these from seed to harvest and eat them in 4 to 6 days. And I have 3 different picks for you today, and I'll show you the process. It's actually quite easy to do. All you have to do is get some of these seeds, put them in a jar with some water, drain it, let that happen a couple times. There's plenty of instructions on the back of the packets here. And after a couple days, they'll start to grow, and soon you will be harvesting extremely nutrient-dense sprouts that go great in salads, on sandwiches, all sorts of different uses, and you could grow them year-round. It's something that I'm honestly a little bit upset at myself for not having tried earlier in my gardening career, and I highly encourage anyone at home to try them as well, because not only are they delicious, but they're really good for you.
I'm gonna be honest with you, this next plant, I feel like it's supposed to make you feel really good. It's supposed to make you feel like $1,000,000, have giant bulging biceps, impress everyone around you, man, woman, or different species alike, doesn't matter. Everyone likes a nice bulging bi. I'm talking about spinach, guys. There's a couple varieties here. I think the one that's perfect for baby greens is gonna be Oceanside. I may be partial to it because I live in San Diego Zone 10B, and Oceanside's right up the road for me, and it just reminds me of that area of town. This is 25 days though, 25 days. Perfectly under a month, and honestly gets to that beautiful baby spinach that you might find when you're going to the grocery store and buying the little plastic bag and praying that it's not gonna get recalled and you get E. coli, like it's happened every decade or something like that. So grow your own, is what I'm saying here. There's also Levewa, and there's also Matador. All of these will get done in under a month, and again, you can push it if you want to. The thing I think is nice about spinach, Jacques mentioned this about arugula as well, typically it's a cool season crop. When you're growing it quick in that 21 to 28 day range, and maybe placing it in a little bit of more of a shady area or a dappled sun area, you don't have to worry so much about it going to seed or what's called bolting, because you're just harvesting it sooner. And honestly, this one goes in a smoothie and it goes in dinner, and honestly, you can grow a lot of it because we all know spinach, when you cook it down, almost becomes nothing.
Keeping on the theme of things that grow extremely quickly and things that I have not tried, I really want to get into the world of shoots. I have pea shoots and sunflower shoots here. Both of them are big seeded plants that are really easy to germinate, really easy to sow. You basically just plant them extremely densely. You could do it in a container. You could do it in ground if you want. You could grow them inside. Now, the cool thing about shoots is that you're basically growing little seedlings. You're letting them get to some level of seedling maturity, like maybe a couple inches. And what happens is, especially with really big seeded plants like peas and sunflowers, is that all the nutrient of that seed is now going into the plant, which you are now harvesting to consume, and you could throw them on salads, eat them as your own meal. The cool thing about peas is that they have a little bit of that natural pea sweetness with some of that vegetal flavor of something green. But with sunflowers, they're really interesting because they actually have a nutty flavor. It's something that's quite pronounced, and I've always enjoyed it whenever I've had it at a restaurant. So I figured, why not try growing it at home? And the best part is both of these are ready in just 10 to 20 days.
Well, I saved the most epic crop for you for my pick, because I'm talking about something near and dear to my heart. In fact, before epic gardening was even a thing, I was running a small little business called Espiritu Microgreens. I am talking about less a specific crop, like let's say a radish, and more a style of crop, growing past the sprout stage, which Jacques had mentioned, and just before the baby green stage, which we've also mentioned in picks like lettuce or spinach. So depending on the variety, you're growing microgreens in trays that are maybe a 10-20 nursery tray. You're spreading it out very thin and densely, and then you're watering it and growing something like this, the Umami Asian blend, or beet greens, beautiful and highly nutritious. The thing about microgreens is that they're quick to grow. They don't require a lot of space, which made them great for my early apartment and container gardening journey. And then also they are extremely, extremely nutritious. Compared even to the mature version of the same plant, sometimes the nutrients can be 30 to 40 times more dense on like a per calorie basis. So they're exceptionally nutrient rich. And the world of microgreens, I think, is very fun to explore. These are just two varieties. There are so many more. And if you want a full guide on how to grow microgreens, check out my 45-minute video right here that walks you through start to finish on some of the most popular ones. Of course, you can grab our seeds at botanicalnutritionist.com. Get something growing in under a month, guys. Good luck in the garden and keep on growing.